Welcome to the third chapter. It's the end of week 5, and those of you who've been following me, thank you for following me, by the way. You will notice that huge mountain of debris has been removed. We still have a lot of bags left over, but at least the huge mountain was removed, so we had room for more materials. So as you can see, I've gotten a delivery of more concrete block, more gravel, more bags of concrete, and also bags of stucco. That's that massia on the right. And more sand. So let's go take a look and see what the progress is in the back. It's pretty exciting. One thing I wanted to mention was that we had torrential rains. Let me open the gate. Last week, so there was one day on Monday when the guys couldn't even work. So we did lose some time. So we're not as up to schedule as we'd like to be, but we still made a lot of progress. So let's go take a look here. The most exciting thing is that they're really getting a lot of progress on the stairs. They started working on the handrail. So I'm going to just kind of scoop around here and kind of walk backwards so you can see. Oh, sorry, I hope the sun doesn't obliterate that. Oh, there's Oscar. Oscar, what are you doing in here? You go. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see with the sun, but there is the handrail that's on the top of the catwalk, and that handrail is going to come all the way down the stairs in the same fashion, with a nice clean angle done in concrete. So that is a huge step. Also, we're in the process of prepping the interior of the casita, the lower side. All of that material was taken off the back, that plaster, because I think I mentioned this last week. We discovered that the back side of the casita wasn't finished properly, and it was really eroding badly. So a lot of time was spent back there actually applying a whole layer of concrete to help preserve the concrete block. And the plaster was kind of mildewed, so they decided it's best just to take it off and start fresh. So as you can see, the concrete has been sealed up, all that rock that was exposed after they took the ledge out. And then what they're doing is they're actually chipping any plaster that they're going to retain to rough up the surface, so that the plasterer who will come in this coming Thursday can start plastering the interior of the casita. So that's pretty exciting. I'm not sure what's going on in the bathroom. Oh yeah, again, they've been doing just a lot of work on chipping the ceiling and the walls to get rid of the plaster, or to rough it up. The kitchen, I woke up the other night and had this epiphany about the kitchen, in that I had laid it out so that the stove and fridge run side by side, thinking that I could actually change the swing of the refrigerator door, but in fact, when I jumped out of bed and I thought, I don't know that I can. So I checked and no, I can't. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting the refrigerator on this side, centering the counter, and having the stove on the right-hand side. So we had to mark some outlet locations so that the electrician can correct that, so I have a way to plug in the fridge and stuff. Also, because the concrete wall was so bad on the other side, my neighbor's side, they decided it'd be best just to put an additional layer on the inside wall here. And so we are making progress on that. So I'm going to see if I can just walk up the stairs, and we can kind of get an idea of how it's looking up there. It makes me nervous because I don't have a handrail. But anyway, I am getting up here safely. So, having having this handrail makes a huge difference. Feels a lot safer. And you can kind of get an idea of what's going on down here. It's still a bit of a war zone, but the guys are doing their best despite the weather. It doesn't look like a whole lot has gone on up here from last week. A little bit of chipping. They've just started to rough up the wall. So there's a couple of things that still need to happen. I think the electrician needs to come back because we don't have our openings for that light to the left. You know, that stuff hasn't been pulled through. The old wiring is there, but we need to kind of get that in place before they can rough up and prepare the ceiling for plaster. And also, I went over all of the outlet locations with Carlos yesterday, and they tend to put their outlets like really high up on the wall. And so I'm like, can we bring this down a little bit? I mean, they're like, it's crazy where they've got this, right? And it's right in the middle of the wall. So your cord is going to go up the wall. So that's kind of ugly. So he said he'd ask the electrician to fix that. Big purchase. These are hammock hooks for hammocks. So what we are going to do is put a hammock hook on this wall here, and then go all the way across till about here. And that way I can hang a hammock, and on a beautiful morning such as today, I could douse myself with mosquito spray and enjoy a little relaxation time. So that is where we're at the end of week 5. Week 6, we have the rest of the stair to do, the rest of prep work for the plasterer, and we will move into what they call acabados, which is finish work. So both the exterior and the interior of the casita will start to finish it. So we really are making great progress, and we're pretty much on schedule, maybe a day or two behind, only because of the weather. So I'm super happy. We will see you next week. Thanks for watching.